In 2022, Ollie was diagnosed with rhabdomyosarcoma in the base of his skull. My wife was driving the children to me and she looked in the rearview mirror and noticed that Oliver's right eye had turned in. I think they said it did like almost a 70 degree turn. So it wasn't gradual, it was dramatic, so it was concerning. They took him to the doctors and they did a CT, MRI and the PET scan just to cover their bases because they obviously knew something was going wrong. Oliver was complaining about hearing problems in the right ear only, pain, headaches, dizziness. The doctors wheeled in the video machine of the scan and he's just like, this is a tumour in your son's head. And half the things that he said I didn't hear. Everything froze, everything stood still. It was devastating. It scared the living hell out of me. The treatment plan that was in place and the protocols they gave us weren't effective to begin with until they hit the tumour with radiation, which was 6 weeks worth of radiation. And then their hope was that the tumour would shrink and that they would start to have the opportunity for surgery. However, what happened was the tumour just froze in place, froze in size, allowed the chemo to actually start having effect and starting killing off the cancerous cells within the tumour. It just meant that surgery was now off the table. There was too much of a risk to try and remove the tumour. And then the possibility of spread of cancer within the brain and the spine was too high, too risky. The doctors couldn't and wouldn't do it. Ollie was diagnosed in September 2022. It was 505 nights at Ronald McDonald House and in the hospital. So the tumour's still located in the base of his skull. It's currently just dead tissue. The doctors are extremely happy with the way that he's progressing through post-treatment. I feel like our future is quite bright and I'm holding on to that optimism from Ollie to keep me going, which is quite interesting being a parent because I'm supposed to be the one that keeps him going. And I just think it's a bit of a full life circle where he keeps me going so I can keep him going. It's important for me and for, I think, Oliver's future to be an advocate for research because he might not be here if the research done prior to our diagnosis wasn't actually done. It scares me to think that if we didn't help these charities and help these institutes with the research and help the scientists learn more about the specific cancers, learn more about the treatment processes, learn more about the after effects, he might not be here today. And the other children that we've met along the way and the other children before us and the other children who come after us might not have the chances that we have. The importance of research and the importance of Genes for Genes Day, it benefits the families who, like mine, have a sick child and then make it through their journey. There's families out there, families that we've met along the way, who don't get that outcome. They receive the information that the treatment hasn't been effective and that they have to go home knowing that their child will fall asleep and pass away. It's heartbreaking. But the research and following through with treatment, data pooling of the information that we have at hand from the doctors and the hospitals, giving it to the scientists, giving it to the lab so that they can actually further their research to benefit future children and future families is what we need to do. I can't stress it anymore. Meeting a family and meeting the children who are sick and seeing their beautiful personalities, their beautiful behaviours that they have, and knowing that they have to take their child home to pass away because they couldn't do any more, breaks your heart. It really does.